What's up, A? How you doing, buddy? Just give a second for a few people to get on here. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. It's always good to see you. Falcon, you were almost first that time. Howdy, 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 howdy. How's everybody doing? This is not going to be a concerto. I'm just kind of letting everybody load in here real quick. Good to see you all. Good to see. Yes, I got it out. I got it out. Kyle from Morgan, welcome. We're not too far away. Just over the hill, really. Josh Smith, love the midnight. I think it's super important. I think that you can use that turf if you would like KBG. It's fantastic. Welcome, Canada. No Silver Strike acoustic session tonight. Robert wants a sad song about Poetry Vialis. I could probably give that to you if that's really what you're looking for. Well, it's early in the springtime down south. And my Bermuda's looking crappy because it's not ready to come out of dormancy. No, I really don't have anything. Anyway, welcome guys, welcome. Josh, yeah, you could totally mix a couple if you want. It grows all together. It doesn't really look a whole lot different when you get them together. So you could have a few bunches in there. I mean, there's quite a few people that will thread even some perennial rye through their bluegrass so that they can cut that grass a little bit lower even. So it depends on if you're gonna go with a very pure single variety. You know, you can definitely mix bluegrass. Will the biostems wash away in a tropical storm? Asking for a friend. I'll tell you what, if your bottles are on the ground and the ground happens to flood and the bottles are, say, half empty or half full, depending on who you are, there is a possibility that the air will apply some buoyancy and your bottles will float away. So yes, that is a possibility you might want to look out for. As far as dealing with floods and stuff, I have touched on this before. You know, people need to realize that there are a lot of things that can wash out of your soil. And when ground sits underwater a little while, it takes a minute to rebuild that soil life again. Nothing likes to drown, and you can definitely rinse some nutrients out of the soil. What's up, Alan? Hey, are you home yet? Or are you still somewhere off gallivanting around the globe? Okay. Howdy, Gary. Howdy. Starting to slowly cool. You know, here, oh, good. I'm glad to hear you're home safe, my friend. We are in our hottest week of the year right now. Even in Park City here, the last couple days, I've seen the temperature hit around 95 degrees up here, 103 down in the valley, up to 108 in certain places. So it has been hotter than hell, especially up here. So today we had a whopping 11% humidity. That is super freaking dry. So for this video that I shot, I actually let my grass dry out for a couple of days. Just because I wanted to try to get everything sort of standing up and a little easier to see what cut was happening. So it is a little pale. I'm just, you know, just forewarning you. But that was something I needed. I felt like if I left it a little bit too wet, then yeah, it would mat down and the real mower doesn't go across it quite right. So if I start lawn prep and overseed last week of August, get first frost set, yeah, you'll be fine, Josh. That's plenty of time. You know, you need to allow somewhere between 21 and 30 days before Kentucky Blue will fully germinate, so it does take a little bit. Robert, Poetry, about to throw the towel in. Can't nuke 32,000 off the hallway. It's gone, not only to end up with it again, it's all over and thriving in the heat. Man, that is rough. You know, around here on the golf courses, you can really see it showing up still. Just mainly the cool nights are kind of keeping it alive, but it's still around here for sure too. Tornado warnings, man, stay safe. Yeah. Also from hell, Houston. Yeah, Mike, I grew up down there. I know what it's like. RPR. You know what? Actually, Chad, since I have seen that turf now in a couple of different locations, I think that RPR is some pretty slick grass. I really like it. In fact, I am going to do a section in my lawn with it just because I like the way it looks and it lays down nice. It's very pretty. And the area where I'm going to put is actually pretty heavily shaded, so it really works well in that area. Let's see. About to do a Reno. Going to be seeding. TTTF. Noticed the other day his neighbor's Bermuda is moving in along property line. Oh, what do you suggest? Okay. Once you get to the point, you might want to just nuke a little bit. There are some things that you can apply to kill that Bermuda out of your fescue. What's the one? I'm probably going to get this wrong, but like Fusilade, I think is one that you can put out there. I'd have to double check that though. Let's see. Toasted lawn. Can you throw down starter for it to get it going again? Water is going to be what you need. Water first. And then you can sort of feed into it once you see regrowth. But if you've got nothing there, fertilizer can't feed nothing. It's got to have some sort of growth. Yes. Let's see here. Few maple trees getting stressed out. Leaves got a scorched look to it. Any ideas? Tried sending. I never saw that, William. Never saw that email about your maples. Try resending that to me. I would like to see that. Is RTTTF a gimmick? I don't even think I have heard of that. What is that? Rhizomatic tall turf type fescue? Is that what's happening there? If I overseed with TTTF, middle of September, will it be enough time before the frost, which is middle of November? Yes, you should have plenty of time to do that. Absolutely. Is there significance if shrinks are popping up? What's a shrink? Shrinks? Hey, Brandon, how you doing, buddy? Lawn thin under maple trees, biosimilar taken up. You know, one of the things that we have people do is actually spray and treat the tree. It helps an awful lot if you do that, just to start treating the tree with 402 or even 002. You can do a root drench at a half ounce per caliper inch, half ounce per caliper inch. Sorry about that. Put that in a 5-gallon bucket, pour it on the tree, and you will start to get a regrowth of your turf as the tree is getting fed. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms is due to overwatering typically. That's usually what that's from. All soil has mushroom spores. They're going to come up when there is sort of a stagnation or lack of drainage. You can see those come up. I don't know anything about that RTTTF or whatever. I have not seen that. I haven't looked at it. I've been just painting it black with aerate, a couple compacted spots monthly. At what point am I maxing out effectiveness? I think label rate monthly is about all you really want to go with that, and just make sure you're getting proper water. Again, it's going to be the biggest thing. Oh, Brett, finally, I was just holding this off for you. That was why we weren't ready. Yes, William, answers at longecology.com. Absolutely. Microgreen 002, 007, 1801, best foliar applied or Walder. Honestly, the 002 and the 1801, I'd say you would want to water in. The 700 is more designed to be a foliar application, and so you can actually let that one sit a little bit longer. So that is something you can do. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Yes. How do you control worm castings? I don't know if you're talking about that or if you're talking about where they are actually pushing up and creating like earthworm mounds where they're trying to come up for air. That's just a sign that A, it's a good thing you have worms. B, you have some compaction and they're trying to clear that out. That's really all that really means. So, keep working on your soil and let it start to soften up and let those worms do the work. That's the best thing I could tell you. Paul Rhodes, thoughts on hydrotane? Never used it. However, I've had multiple conversations with people about it. Everybody I've talked to seems to love it. I get the gist of the whole thing. It seems like a good product. Maybe it's something I should try out here and just see how it goes, but I have never used it, so I cannot speak from experience at all. So I'm going to sidestep that one. So, what do we got? So Brent, couple things. I did 2 projects with her. I did the one with one of her friends. That thing is looking pretty good. We actually need to go down and mow it. Katie's lawn, actually, we smoked about a third of the front of it. I killed it to build a retaining wall, which we're going to be working on in the next couple of weeks. We're going to level out the front. Sprinklers are still jacked up there. The backyard looks really good. So that seeding came in really well. And that, we actually used the GCI tall fescue. I actually don't think it's the best choice for around here. I have seen some decent tall fescue lawns, but I went golfing with Brett the other day, and there was a whole embankment that was all tall fescue, and it really did not look like it was holding up well compared to everything else. So I think really we'll probably end up bringing that back to, bringing it back to a bluegrass lawn in the back. We're going to be playing Park City on Thursday, Brett, just so you know. Sean, you're going to love that. You're going to love that Baron Brug. It's great. It's really good. You can message Brett about that too. Just added irrigation, going to add St. Augustine sod and a few next product packs. What do you recommend to put down and how much to water? Water to make sure you keep the ground moist. You're going to want to keep it like that. And you may want to consider getting the seeding pack. I think that would be a good one for you to put down. Has everything in there to establish both seed and grass. Gary, Katie is doing fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There you go. Chad Fleming, worked great for him. 11% humidity, there isn't much hydrogen to pull from there. That is exactly right. However, at night here, it will go up a little bit more, 78, 80%. There is some dew, but man, I tell you what, does it dry out fast. Renovation with GCI Blue Hay Cave and Morgan planning at the end of August. That will give you enough time. And Kyle, you may want to consider the seeding pack as well that we sell. That will help get that turf up and moving pretty quick. If I plan to core aerate, should I bring in topsoil or not? I've heard it can be a bad idea due to weed seeds. Yes, you can get weed seeds out of it. If you do nothing, you can have weeds. Really, anytime you disturb the soil, you have the possibility of having weeds. I think people have to remember that topsoil truly is just topsoil. It's screened, but that doesn't mean that you get rid of everything. So there can always be some sort of foreign material in there, and that is just sort of the risk that you are going to take. Nothing wrong with that, but plan on putting something else out if you need to. Paul, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that's awesome. That tall fescue was ugly. Yes, Brad agrees. GCI Pete's method of 1801 and microgreen with his adjuvant applying it foliar definitely been working, but just wondering if it would be better watered in. I'll try it. Try it both ways. See what you think. I'd like to get an opinion on that. I think that would be awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. Barenbrug RTF, not a gaming over. Yeah, perfect. Okay. If you guys want to get a hold of Brett and talk to him about his lawn, you can go over to Brett's Grasscapades and you can subscribe to his channel, or you can email him. You could unsubscribe to his channel too. I didn't really say that, Brett. I'm kidding. Yeah, so give him a shot. X-Soil for top dressing, any thoughts? I know that's what people are using it for. There are a ton of topsoil or like top dressing products. I think it's really up to you. I would assume that stuff works okay. I don't really know. I haven't used it. I haven't seen it used, so I don't really know. How much calcium and magnesium would be ideal to see on a soil test on a Bermuda lawn? That is going to vary dramatically with your soil type. So that cannot be easily said here. It could be, there are calcium levels in Texas that I've seen that are 12,000 parts per million, and there are places that I've seen that are 300 parts per million, and both of those can be within range. So I can't really answer that without seeing your test. Okay, 10 seconds to the videos coming on right now. 5, 4, 3. I'm going to end this and join you on the video. See ya.